We'll start the meeting, a call to order. I'm not going to turn the mics on, I don't think, you guys can hear us okay?
What?
Huh? What? Okay. Pledge allegiance to, it's in the back. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
One republic.
Justice for all. Thank you. We got through it.
Check that box.
All right, thanks for coming, everybody. Beautiful day outside, that's for sure. Roll call, please.
John DeBoyer.
Here.
Maureen Bory. Here. Mark Bouchard.
Here.
Artie Bryson.
Here.
Christy Hiltonen. Here. Chris O'Regan.
Absent excuse.
Cindy Valentine here.
All right. First thing on the agenda, we have a public hearing for soil removal permit. Oh, actually, I want to amend the agenda first, if I could.
Sure.
I'd like to make a motion, we amend the agenda. I want to add a 1F, and that's to accept the St. Clair County Parks and Rec millage distribution. Support. We have motion support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next we have a public hearing. I'll entertain a motion to open up public hearing.
Make a motion to open the public hearing for soil removal permits at 6:01.
Support. Okay, motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone against? Okay, motion carries, and I open up the public hearing for soil removal permits. Is there anybody that'd like to make a public comment concerning soil removal permits? We have two of them on the agenda. Silent Acre Farms and OSHO Inc. No public comments?
Can you tell us who OSHO is?
It's basically the sand pit in Elginak. I don't know what the letters stand for off the top of my head.
Thank you.
Yep.
Since when do people take soil away from Harsens Island?
This is on the mainland.
Oh, on the mainland.
Yeah, that one is. So, sand. All right, no more public comments. I'll entertain a motion to close it at whatever time it is.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing for soil removal permits at 6:03.
Support.
Okay, we have motion support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. So from there, we'll run right into bills payable. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve bills payable in the amount of $144,727.20.
Support.
Got motion support. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Maureen Bory.
Yes.
Mark Bouchard.
Yes.
Artie Bryson.
Yes.
Christy Hilton.
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes. John DeBoyer.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Can you guys hear me okay without the mics on?
Yep.
Okay. If you can't, just wave your hand or something, throw something at me. Okay. All right, next we have, next we have the supervisor's report. A lot of stuff going on. This is a good report. About a week ago, we had a windstorm. Actually, probably about 10 days now. Did a lot of damage, mostly in the Pearl Beach area was the worst. And I went out and do the inspection that morning, and there was a lot of trees down. So called the water department and county road and a few other people about helping some of these people out and collecting the branches if they can get it to the main road, which we decided to do. And the county kind of they agreed to help us out, but then it was restricted what they could do, provided, I think they had 3 crews on one day, but after that, they were gonna charge us $5,000 a day for a crew. And I said, no, we're not gonna do that. So the water guys, well, I can't say water guys anymore. So we got a girl now.
That's true.
The water people, staff, thank you. Yes, the water department has been doing it themselves and as best they can. There's probably another day or so to get it. I got some addresses for you, Lance.
I got a bunch of them.
But I wanted to thank the St. Clair County Road Commission for helping us out a little bit, and but big kudos to the water department and the fire department too. They were out quite a bit that night during the storm. And I'm going to ask people, please cut your grass. You know, we have a high grass ordinance. I know some letters have gone out. We do not want to be in the grass cutting business, for the record. So please cut your grass. On the island here, I submitted a request to Lisa McLean for to help us out. And our congresswoman, she submitted the Harsens Island algae wheel treatment plant project for funding to the House Committee Appropriations for the year 2025, and I asked for $2,250,000, and which she did, and it's submitted, and so it's in the process. So this would give us a total of $4,250,000 for this project, which is actually a little better than the estimates, but we still actually might get a little more money. Also been, which was kind of cool, the EPA has this project #1 priority to be funded in the whole country. So that's
Cool.
that's pretty cool, right?
You said county in here, but it should be country, right?
This country,
Your 4 million, you got,
4.25.
I know you have
Yeah.
total. All right.
I'm working with Mid-States on the details of the playground equipment, our project, and getting them going. Looks like the construction will be about middle of August, and part of that bidding, that bid placement, they're going to bring the existing playground equipment over here for Browns Field to be installed, and we'll probably be able to bring a lot of those wood chips over, don't you think, Lance? So that will help out the association with retrofitting it. And that new, or that old, I say old playscape is in good shape. We just did a lot of work to it. So had met today with Clay Township PD, Fire Department, Clay Township Dispatch. Let's see, U.S. Coast Guard Detroit, Port Huron and St. Clair Shores were there. NOAA, St. Clair County Emergency Management, St. Clair County Marine Patrol, Tri-Hospital, New Baltimore PD, Chesterfield, Macomb County Marine Patrol, DNR, State Police, Central Dispatch, and Border Patrol to get all our, talking about Jobby Nooner and Raft off. Did I miss anyone, Chief?
No.
Had a meeting, so we got all the communications and the command center, all that stuff, logistics, all worked out. So that was my morning. Also, working with Tri-Hospital to start staging an ambulance on the island during the summer months on the weekends. We started that, had them to do it last year, and we're looking for them to do it all this summer too. Had those conversations. Our sewer rehab project, it's actually on our agenda. Went out for bid Originally, I delayed opening the bid for 2 weeks because I had a couple of contractors say, hey, we need more time. So we gave it to them. And this is the long process coming. You know, we knew we had a problem with infiltration back in 2017. In 2018, wrote a grant for a SAW grant. And it was like 1.1 million, which got funded in 19. And then COVID was around 20. It took us a couple of years to do the SAW grant, wouldn't you say, Lance? And what that did, it cleaned all our whole sewer system out and cambered it, inspected the whole thing.
It is, yeah.
And that was a long process.
10% per year.
We completed it not too long ago.
Bullshit.
And went out for bid to do this, the lining of the sewer interceptor. In 20, I asked for a federal earmark, and we got $1 million earmark for that, for the project. And then, because half of the stuff going through it is from our friends from IRA, they are actually paying for half of the project too, after the $1 million. So we have it on to award the bid. I think it was like a little over $2.1 million. The federal government's paying almost half of that, $1 million, then the rest we split with IRA. So our cost for the clay, probably around 600 grand. So, not bad. Bluebill Bridge replacement, the bids came in. The total replacement of that bridge, we should be in the bridge building business. It's $1,157,318. And we've been working on this 3 years. After federal, state, and county grants and funding, the township share, this is a local bridge. I mean, if we didn't get this money, it'd be on our backs 100%. The township share is $7,149, saving Clay taxpayers over $1.1 million for that bridge. Fruit Road, Cemetery Road, and then the Stone Road repaving is done. And I know the county's been doing their gravel haul on the back roads. Are they done, do you know?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And I know they've done some here. I gotta do a drive around. Senate Bill 700, which is a bill that will allow, so right now, any municipality can only have one DDA district within its jurisdiction. And Clay Township has a DDA over on the mainland. We wanted a second DDA for the San Souci area, just so we can capture some money and maybe get some grants and do some things in the DDA district, but we're not allowed to. So what do you do when they say you can't? Well, you try to change the law. So we had Senate Bill 700. I went in Lansing a couple weeks ago. It was Senator Hertel sponsored it. I went and testified to the subcommittee, which it moved out of committee, and they're saying in the next week or two it'll probably hit the Senate floor and be passed. It passed unanimously out of the committee, both sides of the aisle, and then it will hit the House, and I don't anticipate too much problems. So with a little bit of luck, I'm guessing towards the end of summer we'll have legislation in place that will allow us to do a second DDA and get one here in the Harsens Island district. I also requested funds from the state to purchase a Marshmaster from us, and I gave them a whole list of reasons why. I hate to say, I think those funds are being delivered. While I was in Lansing, the chair of that committee contacted me. He goes, Artie, I thought this was a great idea, such a great idea. We're gonna fund 2 of them. But the state's gonna own them. And I said, well, you guys already own one. And they said, yeah, and we can never get it. We requested, for 5 years, we never see it. So they said they're gonna put some language in there where they have to loan it out to municipalities. I kind of objective, I sent them a list of reasons why Clay should own it. Number 1 is if we start cutting our frags with the Marsh Master, I mean, let's face it, we're ground zero. It'd take us about 3 years to cut them all. And I gave them a whole list of reasons why they shouldn't own it. I won't get into those. And sent it to them, but I don't think I'm gonna have luck getting that funded just yet. Haven't given up yet. Received word from the DNR Trust Fund that the Harsens Island Nature Park grant submittal passed its first hurdle and is moving on to the next step. And they're going to be giving us a preliminary score in late summer. And they usually will award those end of October, beginning of November. So that's looking good for our nature park on the island. I'm going to be going out for bids soon for outdoor exercise equipment and other park upgrades and a mobile stage, similar to like one of the ones we had here in San Souci this past weekend. And these are going to be funded from the St. Clair County ARPA funds that I applied for. We're working on union negotiations with MAFF union for our fire department. Met 2 or 3 times. We got a couple more meetings scheduled. Hopefully we'll be able to wrap that up. I'm still working on several projects, from our ARPA funds that we had from our workshop. Cleanup weekend was this past weekend. I think the island's sitting about 2 inches higher from all the stuff we took off, but it went well. I haven't gotten a report on how many dumpsters we filled.
I haven't gotten down to the bottom of it yet either.
Yeah.
They were hauling them out as they were bringing them in, so
Right.
I think it was 5 trucks and 5 dumpsters.
So
just on the island.
Just on the island.
just on the island.
George was saying five trucks and 5 dumpsters.
5 dumpsters, and a truck is like, what, 3 dumpsters?
Yes, after it's compacted.
Right, so a lot, plus we burned a lot. But it was good. People enjoy that, and it's a good event. We're going to work on one to the end of August. We'll be announcing that as soon as I can confirm the dumpsters with Mterra. Let's see, we're working SS Downtown Inc. is working with Philip Sign along with Clay Township on a welcome sign for San Souci. And I'll tell you what, we hit an environmental home run this past week. I know it's not on yours, sorry. The sturgeon fish has been removed off the endangered species list.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you, it's a really good example of public-private partnerships working together. Clay Township, 10, 11 years ago, received 3 GLRI, Great Lakes Restoration Initiative grants. One was to clean out the Crispin Drain, which we did, it's about 9 years ago. And we put in 2 sturgeon reefs, one on the middle channel and one on the north channel. And it's a direct correlation to these efforts that brought back the sturgeon. Now the north channel, it's the angling capital of the Great Lakes for sturgeon. And there is more sturgeon caught here on the north channel than the rest of the Great Lakes put together. pretty cool stuff. So I'm proud to be working with the Sturgeons for Tomorrow group and Friends of St. Clair River. They helped a lot in this initiative, and it's a good thing. Let's see, another thing too, doing research, I've been talking to the Friends of the St. Clair River. They're doing a lot of research with wild rice that will actually, they're hoping that will keep back and stop the spread of Phragmites. And they have some test areas. They've been doing it in Wapple Island successfully. And they have about 3 or 4 test areas here. And I suggested that they use we have a pond by in the Algonquin Middle School on Marsh Road. That's where we're doing the outdoor classroom and walking trail. And they have a pond there where I killed the Phragmites, and we had a cut last year. And they're going to use that pond as a testing site. And so they'll be able to work with the school kids. You know, we got a bunch of 5th graders and this other group of kids that are in the high school doing that. And so the DNR will work with them and the kids monitoring it. It's going to be a good project for these kids too. Let's see, Marsh cleanup, St. John's Marsh was May 11th. It was a rainy day, but it was still successful. And thanks to our Police Officers Association and the Elginak Rotary. And then we ended up moving Clay Days and the American Indian Powwow into the inside in the high school due to bad weather, but it still turned out to be a pretty good event. Let's see, San Souci Block Party was this past weekend. And there's a lot of people there. I don't even want to guess how many. I want to thank all our sponsors that helped us out. Harsens Island Lions did a great job, and the shuttle I thought worked good. Let's see, there was Bob Crosby, attorney, MC Dogs, the Lions, and I know I'm missing a couple others. Oh, Shoreline Steel was the major sponsor for the whole event. It turned out good. There's a few things that we could always improve on, do a little better. The music in the park lineup is starting in Elginak June 6th. We have 5 concerts in Elginak. Then we move to Clay Township for 5 concerts, and we have 4 concerts lined up at Harsens Island at Browns Field. So, and that first one is June 21st. So there's my report.
Good report.
Good report. Long, but lots of good things. All right, public comments. Do we have any public comments? I don't have a podium or anything, but public comments.
I just have a question. With the
Can you state your name and?
Dan in Middle Channel. With the for the green setup that we're having for the get rid of the waste, is that almost a sure thing or no? Or is, I know you're talking a few things that we're getting grants and stuff, but I mean, is it close to being a?
It's pretty close.
Is it?
The only reason we're not working on the site just yet itself, we gotta wait for the Indiana bat nesting season to be over. You'd think they would be in Indiana and not in Michigan, but, and,
So that's a true story then, the bat thing?
yes.
Seriously?
And we're waiting for our final permits through, Eagle.
Is that gonna be a problem?
No, I don't anticipate it,
Number one thing.
so.
Okay, thank you.
Any other public comments?
When's the completion supposed to be around?
I'm sorry, what?
The completion of it.
There's too many variables, I wouldn't want to guess, as soon as we can. All right, any other public comments? Hearing none, move right along. Budget amendments, Cindy, you want to?
I'll do the consent agenda.
Oh, shoot. Ha! Okay.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the board approved payables in between meetings and the minutes of May 6th, 2024.
Support.
Okay, I have motion support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, motion passes. Next, we have new business.
So yes, I will make a motion to approve Resolution 24-11, the amendments to the budget for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024 for fire, sewer, and water. Maureen, I don't think you were here. I was telling John and Mark that we did receive today an additional $34,000 in revenue from Enterprise for the sale of 2 vehicles for the sewer and water. So I would like to make a motion to approve this resolution, including that $17,000 for sewer and $17,000 for water. Changing the total for sewer to $1,384,075.09. And for water, $1,632,237.35.
Support.
Okay, I have motion and support. Any discussion?
What was the number on water?
Water will be $1,632,237.35. It's those numbers that I have listed as just splitting the $34,000 check to add 17 to sewer and 17 to water.
Is it 1,632 or 2,632?
No, 2.6.
2-6.
Good call,
Okay.
John. Yep. Thank you.
Okay, any more discussion? Roll call.
Mark Bouchard.
Yes.
Artie Bryson.
Yes.
Christy Hiltonen.
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes. John DeBoyer.
Yes.
Maureen Bory.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Next, we have soil removal permits. I think the first one was Silent Acres. I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the Silent Acres Farm soil removal permit.
Support.
Okay, motion and support. They got all their paperwork and inspections done.
Yeah.
Any more discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right, next, we have the OSHO LLC soil removal permit. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the OSHO Inc. soil removal permit.
We have a second.
Support.
We have motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. I would like to look at this, that I don't think, I mean, I'll have a discussion later. I want to do this once every 5 years, but still have yearly inspections on them. But we would actually approve it for every 5 years, as long as the yearly inspections are okay. That's just me.
That would have to be changed
In the ordinance, or take a look at it. All right, next, because we have the sewer interceptor project that Clay Township is going to be doing, and Ira's going to pay us for it. I thought it'd be prudent, we have a cost share agreement with Ira, so they end up paying for our half, their half. So that's what this cost share agreement is. We had the attorney draw this up, and I think they already approved that. Yeah, they already approved it themselves.
Make a motion to establish a cost share agreement between Clay Township and Ira Township for our interceptor sewer main.
Support.
Motion and support. Any discussion? We're going to be sharing a vac truck that, with IRA. And I'm gonna have a same type of agreement, worked up, for that, you know, for insurance, maintenance, you know, that type of thing. So, just want,
Any and all costs.
yeah, just wanna let the board know, so. Okay, we gotta do roll call on this. Roll call, please?
Artie Bryson?
Yes.
Christie Hilton?
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes. John DeBoyer?
Yes.
Maureen Bory?
Yes.
Mark Bouchard?
Yes.
Motion passes. Okay, next, I'd love to award our bid to get our sewer interceptor relined. We went out for bid, and like I mentioned, we extended it for 4 weeks. We had 4 companies bid on it. The high bid ended up being 3 million, I'll just say 3.4 million plus a few other numbers behind it. And then we had a bid for 2.6, 2.5 million, and we have DVM Utilities, which our engineer is recommending that we award to. They came in and bid at $2,150,911.
It's quite a difference from J and DVM,
Yeah, well, this J, they're out of state.
Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
What is Instaform? You know, John?
That's actually the name of their company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the
Oh, it's a
bidders.
company?
That's one of the bidders, Mark.
I thought it was a process. Okay.
No. So, and we got the bid tabulation with all their line items on the bids.
I saw that, yeah. Okay.
I can tell you from experience that when it comes to lining sanitary sewers, DVM is a very good company.
Yep. So, yeah, they came highly recommended by a few other people that used them, and so I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the bid recommendation of PCE for the Clay Ira Sewer Interceptor for, what was it? DVL?
DVM Utilities.
DVM Utilities, excuse me, in the amount of $2,150,911.
Support.
Motion and support. Any discussion?
Isn't it 2,168,000?
Did they not bid on the force main part of it?
This one says 168,000, this one says 150. But on the bid tabulation from PCE, it's a different number.
But the last item is remove and replace force main piping, and that's $18,000, and that's the difference.
So, yeah,
Yes.
we're not going to do that? Okay.
Okay,
So then is that apples to apples?
yes.
So nobody bid on it?
Yeah, everybody else has a price.
I'm gonna guess that they left that off of their bid. But those were the amounts from the bid opening that BJ was reading when we opened the bids, the 159.11. But their recommendation actually has it at the 168, so they must have told them that they had left off that 18,000
Oh,
and
okay.
included it. So I will amend my award to $2,168,911.
I will shoot them an email to confirm that also tomorrow.
Well, if you look at project controls tabulation sheet, the red numbers are the corrected for error numbers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they corrected it.
Are you supporting her amended motion, John?
Yes, I support it.
Okay. Yeah, it's corrected, 160.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
they found the error.
Yeah, got it.
Our engineer did.
Yep.
All right, we have motion and support. Any more discussion? I have not heard yet exactly when they're going to, thinking about starting it, but probably be this fall. Late summer, fall. Roll call.
Christie Hilton.
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes. John DeBoyer?
Yes.
Maureen Bory?
Yes.
Mark Bouchard?
Yes.
Artie Bryson?
Yeah. Motion passes. Okay, we have our water department, we have a order change. We wanted to get a excavator, mini excavator, and the one that was quoted is no longer available. And so the one that we can get, which we can probably get here in a couple weeks, right, Lance?
Yeah.
It was $4,624.02 more, so we're gonna up the request from, I think we're like 48 to 49,000 to $53,271.49.
I'll make a motion to approve the DPW order change 301.8 8Q mini excavator for $53,271.49.
Support.
Motion and support, and this is, again, it's under the Michigan My Bid Act, so it's already been put out for bid nationally, or not nationally, statewide and vetted, so I'm not gonna find it any cheaper.
So it's coming out of the ARPA funds. Where do we get the other $4,624?
Well, actually, we're gonna have, we got room in there.
San Souci downtown is also paying for half of their sign.
Right. We have some room in our ARPA funds for it.
Right. So we're taking it off the San Souci sign?
No, we're taking out of ARPA funds.
Oh, because I thought we had those all sewed up.
Yeah, but there's still some room. We have interest revenue that we didn't account for. We have some money in ARPA left.
So we don't have to take it away from anyone else?
No.
Okay, all right. That's
Okay.
just what
Yep.
I'm trying to find out.
Yep. All right, roll call.
Cindy Valentine, yes. John DeBoyer?
Yes.
Maureen Bory?
Yes.
Mark Bouchard?
Yes.
Artie Bryson?
Yes.
Christie Hilton?
Yes.
All right, then the last thing, I've amended the agenda for our, because I just got this today, to accept our St. Clair County Parks and Rec millage distribution. They filter back some money that they collect from us for our Parks and Rec. And this year, I believe it's going to be $48,617. That will go back into our Parks and Rec.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for local millage distribution for Parks and Rec in the amount of $48,617.
Support.
Have motion and support. I'll get on my soapbox not too long, but when they tax us on value, property value. But when they give this back to us, they do it on homesteaded people that live here. So, you know, I don't think we get our fair share, but hey, I'm not gonna, it's a gift horse, so they don't have to give us anything. I just don't like the way they calculate it. So, do we need a roll call for this? Probably.
Yes.
So can
Go
I
ahead.
ask? So I'm trying to find this 48,000. I see 45,000
Flip
was
the
last
page.
year.
See under Clay on the right?
Over here?
Yep,
That's our population,
yep.
8446.
Keep going.
Oh, I see, okay. Got it.
All right. Any more questions? Roll call, please.
John DeBoyer?
Yes.
Maureen Bory?
Yes.
Mark Bouchard?
Yes.
Artie Bryson?
Yes.
Christie Hilton?
Yes.
Cindy Valentine, yes.
Okay, motion passes. Got through that one. Let's see, board member comments. Cindy, you have anything for us?
I do not. I had a great time this weekend. It was a lot of fun over here at the San Souci event, and look forward to it next year.
Yeah. How about you, Mark?
Planning Commission, May 22nd, at the boardroom in Clay Township at 7 p.m. That's it.
Okay, Maureen?
have a safe holiday coming up, that's about it. Okay.
John?
Just thanks to the Lions for allowing us to use the hall for our meeting.
Yep.
Nice to come over here. And happy Memorial Day. Everybody be safe.
Thank you. Christie?
I'm all set.
Pay your taxes?
Yeah, okay, your taxes. No, they're not out yet. July 1st.
Okay.
Thanks to everybody who served.
I just want to wrap up saying it was a great weekend. Cleanup weekend went well on both sides of the river. And our block party, Dance in the Street, went very well, thanks to all our sponsors. And everybody was walking around with smiles on their face. Amazing. It was great. And we just got a lot of good stuff going on in the community. I'm totally excited about the sturgeon story. And also, hopefully this wild rice thing might help us with our Phragmites. Well, time will tell.
Boy, who would have thought of that?
But yeah, and I guess there used to be a lot of this wild rice years ago. They still find it over in Wapple Island.
Yeah.
And they actually harvest it some, and they try to eat it. It's not like rice-a-roni or Uncle Ben's. You know, it's
You have
pretty.
to soak it for a long time.
You gotta soak it and you gotta boil it, and it's pretty.
But ducks eat it.
But ducks eat it.
Ducks eat it. And,
Yeah, they can have it.
yeah.
And others, and but yeah, they're-
Rice-a-roni only grows in San Francisco.
yeah, that's right. We could have rice Harsens or something maybe. So
Is it a duck question you have?
It was about the, rice. Do they have to kill the Phragmites first?
yeah,
I mean, will they have to be sprayed for a
yep,
couple years
yep.
first?
You gotta spray it and curtail it, and this how it is explained to me. This will damper them and hold them back.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
That's, like I said, we got this pond that we just did it, it's all ready for it. And they're gonna try to get something planned there in a little bit. So they got 4 or 5 other testing areas, so. Time will tell, we will see. All right, next meeting, June 3rd, 2024, 6 p.m. Thank you for coming. One last motion?
Motion to adjourn.
All right, thanks for coming, everybody.